talking to me? Then who the hell else are you talking to? Talking to me? Well, I'm the only one here.
Did you ever think back on what of your movies you would have liked to have done in 3D if you could have gone back? What would be the one?
I was such a crazy person about 3D. I loved them all.
Yeah.
But the films of mine, I was thinking, you know, sure. I mean, imagine a Taxi Driver in 3D.
You Talking to Me would be like...
But towards the audience, which would be incredible as a performance.
Yeah.
Because what happens with the 3D in Hugo, I think, is interesting because the actors become... I try to immerse the audience into the story rather than having you look into a box of 3D and see them far away. I brought the actors closer in the conversion, they call it. Vince Pace, Cameron Pace, it's their company with the real 3D they'll be shot in. And so this way you feel like you're part of this world that they're in. And there's something happens with the actors. 3D is going to be great for actors because it's literally like watching them on stage, only in close-up.
Well, I think what I see in your films and what I respond to in films is that there's always a good film, there's always some kind of occasion of sin, you know? There's something about seeing one that's kind of disreputable in a way that draws you toward it.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And here, even in Hugo, even in this family movie, we see damage being done to the films of Méliès. We
absolutely.
See
yeah.
that they're turned into shoes, that the celluloid is melted down.
Oh, this happened all the
time.
time. Yes. This happened all the time. There's a terrific documentary that Claude Chabrol did called The Eye of Vichy, which he took propaganda films made by the Nazis when they were occupying France. Very upbeat voiceover, particularly one in which they show the melting down of celluloid film into shoe polish. And they show everybody happily shining their shoes, and the line from the voiceover is, just think, you have your favorite movie star smiling up at you from your shoe. See, everything, if you look at it another way.
It's all there. It's all,
everybody's shining their shoes, smiling at the camera. It's brilliant, this thing. You got to see it.
The other element in all of your movies, too, is music, how you use music of the time, how you can just pour. I mean, it's in it. You've done these documentaries now, beginning with The Last Waltz, and then you now have Bob Dylan and George Harrison. What's driving you to do these?
Well, I think the past 10 years, the feature films I decided to make, for each one for different reasons, took me to a certain place in a way. I can only go so far, but the documentaries or these other films, whether it was there was a series, I was a producer on 7 or 8 films about the blues, particularly No Direction Home, Bob Dylan, and then this Living in the Material World, George Harrison. There's no release dates on them. I took my time with them. Thelma Schoonmaker is my editor, my features, and the documentaries on Italian cinema and American cinema. But David Tedeschi was the editor on Bob Dylan, the blues, Shine a Light, the Rolling Stones concert, and George Harrison. And so we didn't really have a release date, so I'd go work with Thelma, and I'd go in to see David. And what was happening is that the music itself is something that's been very, very inspirational for me, music itself.
As a part of your life?
As a part of my life,
Like, what music is part of your life now?
Right now, it's some new rock music, some new, but primarily...
Anyone in particular?
Oh, Arcade Fire and Adele and, you know, a number of others. But I don't really listen to it all the time because basically I was there when rock and roll hit, 1953, 54. And it happened. You know, I was there when it was Little Richard and Fats Domino and Chuck Berry and then Presley. And then, so in a way, what else, what is new? What is new to me, to my ear? So, I mean, the people I mentioned I think are very interesting. There are others, of course, I'm forgetting them now. But the music, there's very, very much there. The music, it's that and classical music, basically.
But I'm just interested in the past and the future and how it's reflected, and it's reflected in Hugo. And music is how we always end the show. And I always wanted to ask, well, you could sing a little bit, but I wanted to ask you, don't look at me
no,
like
I'm not
that.
gonna.
You know, a little bit. What's the best movie song?
Best movie song? You mean theme song?
No, I don't mean I'm not getting away with that. A song that's from a movie, even if it says time goes by.
I see, I see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You must be humming along to the music that you have.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, God. Could it be a musical?
It could be anything.
part of the score that stays in my head, although there's extraordinary scores, because I show all these musicals to my daughter and her friends, is the score from High Society.
Really?
I Love You, Samantha, Little One.
Can't give me a little of that? Martin Scorsese sings.
Oh no, I couldn't. But I'm trying.
Come on,
no,
Marty.
The one I'm going to do, but I'm not going to do it yet.
Okay.
But the one I'm going to do is the theme song from Adventures of Haji Baba.
I know that song.
Yeah, right. You see?
Yeah.
They were laughing at me.
Haji,
Haji Baba. It has now been restored, the film. Yeah.
And you probably did it.
No,
Haji. I want to keep doing it. I just want to do it.
You see, Leslie is laughing.
He was. She's really laughing.
Listen, Nat King Cole, come on.
Nat King Cole does it. It's a fabulous song.
It's
and
a great
great
song.
Well, you know what? Since you're not giving me the whole song, even though you gave me a piece of it,
Yes.
and I'm happy.
Okay.
What we're going to do here is, because I know something that's happening today, that it's your birthday.
Oh, yes.
It is your
That's
birthday.
right, it is,
So
yes.
can we all please do happy
Oh, no.
birthday? Yes. Happy birthday
God.
to you. I know, so embarrassing.
Isn't it?
To you. Happy birthday, dear Marty. And your eyebrows. Happy birthday to you.
Isn't that the most?
I never have anybody on their birthday. It's great.